The Shiloh Youth Revival Centers movement was the largest Jesus People communal movement in the United States in the 1970s. Founded by John Higgins in 1968 as a small communal House of Miracles, in Costa Mesa, California, the movement quickly grew to a very large movement catering mostly to disaffected college-age youth. There were over 100,000 people involved and 175 communal houses established during its lifespan. The notion of being part of Shiloh was not well defined. Shiloh did not have official membership. The most generous definition of being involved in Shiloh, in addition to the staff and the teams, would also include all the individuals who spent the night or days as guests. Shiloh houses operated like hippie-style rescue missions, in the sense that people who needed a place to stay for a couple nights were welcomed, but the guests were not documented. No identification was asked for. The names were not written down. Consequently, it is unclear how the claim of 100,000 people involved in Shiloh could be defended. 2 years after the movement's founding, Higgins and some of the core members of the movement bought 90 acres of land near Dexter, Oregon, and built a new headquarters which they called The Land. The movement grew quickly until the mid-1970s as growth in the houses began to slow down. However, in the spring of 1978, some of the board members of Shiloh called for the resignation of the leader of the movement, John Higgins, alleging the improper use of the self-supporting earnings of the movement. Rather than fight the board's recommendations, Higgins quietly stepped down and the movement quickly dissolved. Several individuals remained on the Oregon property as caretakers, but an eventual legal battle with the IRS over the charitable status of incomes earned by members during the movement's existence ultimately led to the complete dissolution and liquidation of the movement and its assets in 1989. While membership in the movement was voluntary, it was also communal and required substantial commitment. To join the movement, members were expected to make a commitment to Jesus Christ and, in return, the needs would be provided for: food, clothing, shelter, and medical care. All members worked together for the support of the ministry, so all wages went into the common fund and were distributed throughout the houses as needs were addressed.